Hey YouTube, welcome back, 8-Bit Goomba, and today what I have for you is another episode of Games That You Should, and this week's episode is Games That You Should Find and Try. First off, we're going to start with a game by Capcom called Tailspin. You may remember from a hit TV cartoon. Now this game gets a lot of fluff, but nevertheless, it's a decent game. It's a Capcom Disney game. And if you like the cartoony Capcom Disney games, I recommend giving this one a try. Throughout the game, you control Baloo, and you're in the Sea Duck. You start off kind of slow because you don't have any upgrades yet, but we'll get to that in a minute. Basically, what you want to do is go through the level, destroy enemy. You collect the cargo and cash boxes to upgrade weapons that you'll see here in a minute at the end of each stage, which gives you various things like extra continues, rapid fire, and extra life. Really cool game. The boss fight music I think is memorable. I don't think anybody ever talks about this game, which is sad. It's a really decent game. It's fun. The only downfall is that you may have seen a few times in this video is that you can flip your plane upside down to go the other direction. Now, it can be helpful sometimes, but it is a little bit different to get used to. Also, the controls are pretty responsive and fluid, except that whenever you hit up or down, you're going to shoot in a diagonal direction, which some people may have to get used to, but it's really not that bad of adjustment after you learn how to play. So check out Tailspin if you can, and we'll go ahead and move on to our next game. This next game is another Capcom game, which also gets a lot of fluff. It's called Yo Noid. You might have heard of him, the little Domino's mascot from back in the day. And basically, you just walk around, and it's just a side scroller. You're just punching people out with your yo-yo, which is pretty cool. And I really don't know how magic mixes into this game with Yo Noid, but hey, it works. It's it's more or less fun than anything else. You get different attacks like ice attack, which basically stops the screen and flashes, and also other attacks such as earthquakes that just rumble the screen and pauses the enemy and destroys them. You're about to see the end of the level, which is more or less a pizza eating contest with another Noid. It's really simple, real fun. I didn't put the whole thing up here so you didn't have to suffer through all of the strategic moves I made. It can get strategic. Basically, you pick a card higher than your opponent's. You got to do a little simple math here, folks. For instance, if your opponent drew 1, you put out a 3. 3 minus 1 is, I hope you said 2, and then that's how many pizzas you receive. You win by filling up your pizza bar. You get special items in this in boss fight type level. Things such as hot sauce, which whenever your opponent draws a high card like 5 or 6, he basically eats it, and whatever points he would have accumulated were just deleted because he can't handle the hot sauce. And that's about it. That'll wrap up Yo Noid. Pretty fun game, and go ahead and check that one out too. This last game, I think a few of you might have heard of and played in the past. Yeah, it's called Gunsmoke. It's a really cool game. It's like a top-scrolling shooter. It's set in the Western theme. A lot of things I really like about this game. Starting off with just the overall gameplay. It's just stuff out of everywhere coming at you, and you just basically got to blast it down. Throughout the game, there's 2 town folks, a male and one of them gives you items to complete the level, and the other one gives you different types of guns. Different types of guns include upgrades such as shotguns, mag guns, machine guns, and smart bombs. The other person will give you bullets, a horse, a wanted poster. The horse is really cool. It's like an upgrade. You get the horse, he'll take 2 hits for you before he dies. The boss fights are really fun. They mix it up with the bosses having different abilities, which is cool. Well, guys, that'll wrap it up for me this episode of Games That You Should. Hope you guys get a chance to check these out. Yo Noid and Tailspin will probably run you anywhere between $3 and $7 a piece. I was lucky enough to get mine on the low end at 3 piece. And Gunsmoke's a little bit of a pricier game, which is usually 10 plus, easily $12 to $15 a lot of the time. If you're lucky enough to find either one of those games, I suggest picking them up and giving them a try. All of them are from Capcom, and all of them are great games, and 2 of them, obviously not Gunsmoke, are underrated. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching. 8-Bit Goomba out.